In the heart of Ephesus, a city thick with enchantments, idols, and unseen spirits, 7 brothers walked like priests, but carried the arrogance of princes. They wore long robes and quoted sacred words. Their father Seva was a Jewish high priest, and they carried that name like armor. People respected them, feared them, they knew the prayers, they knew the rituals, and when they saw Paul, a man who drove out demons with a single whisper, they believed they had found the secret. They watched him from a distance, they studied his words, his gestures, his silence. They had never seen anything like him. He didn't wave incense or chant for hours, he just spoke, and demons trembled. The 7 brothers didn't understand that Paul's power wasn't in the words he used, but in the presence he carried, the presence that came from fire, obedience, and communion with the living God. But envy is a quiet teacher, and pride will make a man think he can borrow the glory of another without paying the price. So they decided to act. They found a man, possessed, tormented, eyes wild like an animal. The crowd kept its distance, watching as the 7 brothers stepped forward with calm, rehearsed confidence. The eldest spoke first, loud and sure. "We command you by the name of Jesus, whom Paul preaches, come out." The street went still, even the birds stopped singing. The demon looked up, slowly, eyes sharp, too aware, and then he smiled. He sat upright and leaned forward, his voice deep and ancient. "Jesus I know, and Paul I know, but who are you?" It wasn't a question, it was a sentence. What happened next would be told for years. The possessed man lunged, 1 against 7. He tore into them like they were nothing. They screamed, fled, their robes ripped, blood on their faces, pride in the dirt. They ran through the streets naked, exposed, broken, no longer feared, no longer followed. And that day, all of Ephesus learned one terrifying truth. Hell knows who carries real power. Not everyone who calls his name carries his spirit. Later, when the city had quieted again, some said they saw one of the brothers weeping at the edge of a synagogue, holding a torn sash, whispering a prayer he had never meant before. And when he said the name Jesus, this time it wasn't to control, to impress, or to command. It was to surrender, because he finally understood. God's power is not something you perform, it's something you carry after the altar has broken you.